every professional athlete should take it to heart, because so many of them reach success and then they know everything and they don't learn anything. And this young man, Manny Pacquiao, learns every training session, every fight, and keeps getting better and better. And he is, by just the way he lives his life and the way he performs, a lesson to every athlete, no matter what discipline, around the world. No more breathing. Yeah, I said that. He's on the card at Cotto Clonico. That takes on significance because I was going to say, I mean, Cotto may very well be in line to fight Manny Pacquiao next. We'll have to see. But, you know, Steve Tisch, the owner of the New York Giants, was here, and he wants Pacquiao to take off for 9 months and not fight, and he wants to give him a contract, a pretty good contract, to be the blocking back for Brandon Jacobs, who's here tonight as well. And Brandon told me that if I could get Steve to sign Pacquiao to a contract, he'd love to have a guy like Manny Pacquiao blocking for him. Hey, for the Filipinos, I'm just kidding, right?
Hey Bob, in all your years in boxing, 40 years, not surprising that Manny won the fight, but how devastating he did. How can you put this into perspective with some of the other wins that you have been part of?
I'm telling you, what I'm watching is something that is astounding. Usually when a world-class boxer reaches the top, he can be good for a number of years, but there's no improvement. This young man improves every single fight. He's doing things, Kevin, you know, that he didn't do 2 years ago. And every fight he's doing more things and other things. His defense is tremendous. His reflexes now are tremendous. And I have never, ever, in the 40 years, and I'll say this without any hyperbole, I have never seen any fighter combine the speed and the explosive power that he does. Because people punch hard. A lot of fighters punch hard. But if you have the speed and you have power that explodes, it counts for more than really a tremendous, what could be a stronger punch. So that combination makes him absolutely devastating for whomever he fights. So, yeah, I mean, I really knew that when everybody said after he beat De La Hoya that the reason he beat De La Hoya is De La Hoya was shot. And I knew that wasn't the case. Now, De La Hoya wasn't as good as he had been before, but he was hardly shot, and he was the much bigger guy. But he could cope with the speed and the explosive power. And that power today, because Manny is punching from better angles, is more devastating than when he fought Oscar De La Hoya. You're going to see something in the next few years, the fights ahead, that's going to really wow you. I really believe that.
Bob, there is a beeline of challengers as we speak, despite the ferocity displayed by Manny Pacquiao. What would be your chief recommendation? The first thing you will tell Manny as to who is going to be his next.
Well, I'm smart enough to know that I have been around boxing and I know the sport, but technically I really am a dumbass. I mean, Bruce Trample will tell you, you know, I told him some of the things that have stunned him because they've been so stupid. So until I sit down with Bruce and particularly with Freddie Roach to discuss who should be next. I am not going to volunteer any names because I don't want to make any mistakes.
Bob, do you have an approximate date or month when you see Manny Pacquiao again?
Well, no, not even that, because what I do always is sit with Manny and Freddie, and I ask him when he wants to fight again, and then he figures out how long it's going to take him to make a movie, because he's going back to the Philippines to make a movie, and then we have to figure 2 full months of training, and we have to then work back. So no, I couldn't say. We have to sit down like always and figure it out.
Bob, impressive win tonight, second round knockout. In boxing today, we have 3 fighters claiming they're number 1. Marquez claims he's number 1. Mayweather claims he's number 1. How do you strongly rebut that?
Well, you know, I really think horses for courses. I know they made an announcement, but Marquez shouldn't be fighting Mayweather. He should be fighting Soto or Valero. That's his weight class, and that's where he belongs. And Mayweather, if he wants a piece of the little Filipino, just be my guest.
When you made your answer to my previous question, you said, no, you've never seen anybody with that combination of speed and power. You promoted Muhammad Ali back even when he was Cassius Clay in those fights. How would you...
Exactly. When I promoted Muhammad Ali, the best Muhammad Ali that I ever saw was that Muhammad Ali that fought before he was forced to take a sabbatical for 3.5 years. That was the best Muhammad Ali. And he had speed and he had reflexes, but he sure as hell didn't have the explosive power that Manny Pacquiao has. There was only one fight that I saw that explosive power, and that was the Cleveland Williams fight. But other than that, I was a great fighter. Come on, great fighter, but not the same combination of speed and explosive power. Yeah. Any more questions?